You got the Lions NFC Championship game. Lions at San Francisco. Niners are a 7-point favorite in this one. I think I know which way you're leaning.
You would be right in knowing which way I'm leading. I think it is a little crazy for the Chiefs.
Reed, I don't think you picked against the Lions at all this season.
Yeah, not.
I probably haven't, but why would I? I don't think AG has picked against the Steelers, so But I don't know why. I mean, obviously, people think the crazy thing to me is both teams are 12-5 going into the end of the season. The Lions have looked a little shoddy against some good competition, obviously, earlier in the season. I don't know why the spread is so high at 7. Obviously, the Chiefs are the Chiefs, so they're going to get a little bit of leeway. But I think that the Lions have the ability to. Now, is Debo playing or not? We don't know. I still think even if Debo's in, the Lions have not allowed a rusher to rush over 70 yards in a game. You have to hold Christian McCaffrey to that. I think the Lions can play well. I think they have a lot of the nation for them. I don't think San Francisco is a very hostile environment like going to Baltimore would be for the Chiefs, or going to Arrowhead or anything like that would be. San Francisco fans are crazy, but the stadium's not a crazy. So I don't think that's going to affect them that much. I think that, again, they're hungry. I think that they know what they're going into. I think that the 49ers might overlook this team, saying that they're the Lions. Their Cinderella run ends here. But I ultimately think the Lions have a good enough team to beat the 49ers. I think that as long as James Houston didn't play last week, I'm thinking he's going to play this week. I don't think he's got any injury reports. They just signed Zach Ertz. He's supposed to be elevated. So, yeah, I think that as long as you can get pressure on Purdy, get him uncomfortable, he can make mistakes. This team is that their secondary, as long as it's sped up and they rush passes, the secondary can make plays. We saw it against Baker. We've seen it time and time again. We saw it against the Vikings. Granted, it was Nick Mullins, but still, the Lions have a good secondary as long as it's not thrown to Cam Sutton's way, because he's horrible. But I will take the Lions. 7 points is crazy. I think the Lions end up winning by 3. So the 49ers will tend to cover, but I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be like the 49ers-Packers game. I think it's going to be 27-24 Lions.
All right. I like all the things you said, Reed. And I'm going to go out on a limb. Even though my disdain for the 49ers, I'm going with hometown Detroit Lions to get the victory. Baby, I'm going to go in a close one. They win 26-7. San Francisco misses an extra point early in the game, and that is the difference in the game. I think the defense will be able to get a little pressure with some exotic blitzes from Aaron Glenn and force a turnover too. Brock Purdy has the smallest hands in the world. Jared Goff's a better quarterback. Just do not turn the ball over. They can go into San Francisco and get this win. I think the main thing they need to do is focus on running the football. Just give Jahmyr Gibbs the ball 20, 25 times a game. I don't care. And then get Montgomery the ball inside that red zone. Don't stop what you do best, man. Keep San Francisco on their toes. And if you notice, this is not the San Francisco defense that I've seen the last 2 or 3 years. You can run on them. You can. They haven't looked as explosive on the interior of that defensive line. So I think the Lions can take advantage of that. And then I wish I knew if Debo was playing or not. But even with that being said, if he does play, he won't be healthy. But give me, like I said, the Detroit Lions to get to the Super Bowl for the first time in franchise history, baby. And if that happens, the city might explode, man.
Explode.
Yeah. For sure. Well,
a lot of people calling off work on Monday. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. They shouldn't even have to call off. You should give them the day off.
Right. Well, yeah, let me I'm gonna go ahead and be the bad guy here, man.
Yeah, of course you keep doing it, Raj, because every time you go against them, they win. Keep doing it.
I think the train stops here, man. I think San Francisco's I think they're a better team than the Lions, man. I think they got a better defense, more physical. I think they got the better coach. I think Kyle Shanahan is a better coach than Dan Campbell. He's an offensive guru. Like you said, Reed, Cam Sutton, he's been getting burnt all playoffs. Kyle Shanahan being the offensive wizard that he is, he's definitely going to take advantage of that matchup. The Rams game.
Ben Johnson's an offensive wizard, baby. Ben Johnson.
He is. He absolutely is. But Cam Sutton has been getting torched all playoffs. Puka Nacua, 9 catches, 181 yards, and a touchdown. Mike Evans, 8 catches, 147 yards, and a touchdown. They're going to take advantage. They're going to be throwing at Cam Sutton. I just think the Niners got this one. They did play a little slower against Green Bay last week because they rested their starters the last week and then they had the first round off the bye week. So they did play a little slower. And I'm not going to take nothing away from Green Bay. Green Bay is a good team, but I think they're going to be ready for the Lions. If the Lions were at home, I probably would have took them to win this game. The fact that it's on the road, I know the Lions are a much different team on the road. So I do think the Lions covered at 7 points, but I'm going with the Niners in this one, 26-20. I think the Niners beat them by 6 points. Okay. So, yeah, I got the Niners and the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
All right.
Last tidbit, Jameson was a full participant in both practices Wednesday and today. So Ragnow's being rested, and Laporta took a limited practice.